Hello, refiners. I'm gonna try and make this quick. Yeah, this is how the time, weird, and severance. I just want to go over some dates. 1865, when the company was founded, and Mark Scout, his driver's license said 2020. 2020, yeah. And then season 2, episode 6, Fields kind of spilt the beans that they've been doing Severance for 20 years. It's supposed to be 12 years, but they said 20. So that means 1865 to 2020, or 2000 actually, 2000. That's going to be 135 years. 35 years of normal quarters. So for 135 years, that came out to, or comes out to 540 normal quarters. So that's 4 quarters per year. But 20 years of my theory, which is the innies are perpetually working, always, 24/7, 365, they're always working. But these red days, these are the red shift, first shift, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. These are normal shifts. There's a real office. The Audi goes down to the innie works in a real office that whole day, or that whole shift. But then when the Audi leaves, the innie starts basically second shift. The elevator doors open again into like a digital construct, some AI generated thing. I think everybody knows by now the Dieter Egan is an anagram for AI generated. So like Dieter Egan National Forest would be AI generated national forest. I think people know that by now, but yeah, so they go into some kind of digital construct from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. and then they get into the elevator, and then when they do that, the elevator opens right back up. It's a new quote unquote day. And another thing, if an innie is not in the elevator yet at 9 a.m., that would be another reason to hold the Audi next morning at 9 a.m. to hold him at the front desk till his innie has went into the digital elevator, like in the construct. That way the innie gets turned off and Audi can go into his real elevator and the innie turn back on for his next day, next shift. On these days that the Audi shows up and goes down to the office, these days here, yeah, they can have a speaker thrown at their head and they'll get a cut on their head. Workers can get pregnant on these days, wife can come visit her husband's innie on these days because they're actually at a workplace. I also think like these days, since code detectors aren't a real thing, I think you could probably get stuff out on these days. I think you could probably get an audio tape from the break room. You could get out on these days. A company handbook, like in the Lexington letter. But these blue days, if they're digital and they take place inside a construct, it's kind of like, I don't know, like Fortnite, like a multiplayer video game is what they're inside of. So you might have the EAC, EAC, the, what do you call that? It's, yeah, it just checks to see if you're cheating. Because you're digital and you're inside the system that you're in, anything that you have on you, like a note you've written or whatever, it would be inside the construct as well. So the construct would know about it. You know, if you fly hack Fortnite, it knows you're fly hacking and it kicks you off the server. Same kind of thing. And it's called code detectors. They're not called word detectors or letter detectors or symbol detectors. They're called code detectors. So I think they're checking for code. But from a corporate standpoint, that would get you, you know, if you did 5 more shifts, that's another quarter worth of work. And then 3rd shift, that's another quarter worth of work. And then 6 days, that's 1.2 quarters worth of work. So you get 4.2 quarters or 4.2 weeks of work. Yeah, it comes out to 4.2 quarters of work per quarter. So 4.2 quarters per quarter, that comes out to 16.8 quarters worth of work a year instead of 4 quarters. You're going to get 16.8. So if you ran that up to 17 quarters worth of work per year for 20 years, that will get you 340. And you add those together, you get 8 for the life of the entire company. You'll get 880. 880 quarters, and that's 2 quarters less than what was on the placard behind Dylan G. And I can't remember the episode. It was a couple episodes ago. Irving's funeral. I was kind of shocked. I kind of always thought this was the case, but the numbers didn't line up with when the company was supposed to be in operation. And I think if you don't do this, it either puts the company existing in 1800, or it ends up making the current year be like 2085 or something, which is both incorrect. If this is the case, if innings work 24/7, 365, then you can have the start date for the company be 1865 and the current year could be 2020. I don't know. That's the theory. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the scene that kind of got me revisiting this whole theory. This scene here, like in the severed floor, like it's happening at the same time as Mark is in his basement. Miss Wong is responding to what he's saying to Ragabi. And then you can hear her saying Mark again. And then Ragabi asks him, or she says, "Are you at Lumon or are you here with me?" Like, not, "Are you having a memory?" She just blurts out, like, "Where are you? Like, are you at Lumon?" It's so weird. Anyway. So this sparked the whole thing. It's like they're both happening at the same moment. His innie is at work in his mind right now. he's at home. So, also this Petey's map, severed floor, and then just mind at the top. Yeah, with severed floors in them. Mostly, maybe completely. Will of Doom. Can't wait to find out what that is. We're here because we are not all there. I don't. Also, how does the severed floor have management working there all the time? Maybe anyone with a pin is severed? Oh well. Try to gather pictures of everybody on the severed floor who's been there. Global pin. She's got a Lumon global pin. Water droplet. Water droplet for Natalie. Yeah. Maybe there's a severed version of them that's always accessible or is on all the time, and somehow they can communicate with each other. It's kind of like how the board is probably dead Egan's digitized. They can do amazing things with the mind. Thanks for watching. And maybe I'll make some more theory videos in the future. Bye.
The board has concluded the call.